Hey, it's Larry here, Worlds of Panasonic. I had to change my handle. Someone already had the name, I suppose, of the Panasonic man, and so I changed it. But Worlds of Panasonic it is. And I'm going to give you a tour of my theater room. We're looking at the door right now. You come over here, it's a sign I had made, and it just says my Panasonic THX 3D display. And then on this side, we have uh, my sign I had made, equipped with Technics Lucasfilm THX speaker system. I had both of those made. Uh, and this little sign right here, when I bought years ago, I bought a Panasonic dish, and it came with this little sign. It says "I love Panasonic," so I put that on the door. But we're going to walk in and going into the room now. I'll show you some of my equipment. You start out, I guess we'll start with my centerpiece, which is 2012 Panasonic VT50, 65-inch 3D TV. This TV was about $3,400. Um, it it was on AV Forums. They did a review of the TV, and they gave it a reference status, and that's something even the new TVs don't get. They get highly recommended. So this was reference status. It was the year before they made their last plasma, which was 2013 when they made the very last one. And it's really a great TV. The 3D is awesome on it, and I have no reason to want to upgrade to 4K or anything, because I was going to 4K, I'm going to lose my 3D. And the picture's great. I'm happy with it the way it is. I plan to use it until it quits, and if it quits, try to get it repaired. If it can't be repaired, then we'll go from there on what I'll do, But for now, I'm very happy with it. Now, at the top here, we have a couple things, or actually three things. And I have at the very top is just a basic Technics tuner, which I purchased from a place called Lee Hartman and Sons, Roanoke, Virginia. Bought a lot of Technics, Panasonic products from them. Started in 1990 buying from them. I think I gave $50 for it used. Don't really use it much because I don't listen to radio in the house much. And then under it is a Panasonic DVR that I purchased from Pawn Shop for like $25. And then under there, I bought brand new a GE90, a digital sound processor, which I used to use a lot when I made cassette tapes because I could make tapes and fine tune them for my car and whatnot. Okay, now we go down. Now this is the SUA200 Technics preamp. This unit was $1,000, like in 1990, I think, when I bought it. It has a Class AA VC4 amplification system on it, and the owner's manual mentions that it operates quieter than a car battery. And there's no noise, no nothing. It's a great preamp. Probably, I think, the best one Technics made up till now. But I do know of those years, it's fantastic. Now, we go down here, and this unit, this is the most expensive piece of equipment I own. This is a Technics SER1 stereo power amplifier. Came out in 2014 and retailed for like $25,000. Hard to believe, but that's what it retailed for. I think they were selling around $15,000, $16,000 in the store. And I found this about a year ago in Canada, and of course I had to have it shipped. It was a headache to do all that, but I got it, and for I think total amount was like $8,000 something I paid for it, and it's 150 watt per channel, 300 watt per channel if you have 4-ohm speakers, but I have 6-ohm speakers, so I really don't know if I'm still got 150. I may be running a little more, but it's a great amp. It has the LAPC function, which will tune your speakers, the ohms on your speakers to where they're set up for this amp. It's a great amp, and I love it. Now, underneath here, also around that time, they came out with a CD player. And this thing is, I think I paid $850 for it. And it's a real good CD player. It's heavy, very heavy for its size. I mean, you wouldn't think. I think it was like 17, 18 pounds. So it matches up great with my amplifier. I got an M50 PM Panamax power conditioner, which I bought used. Haven't had a bit of issues with it. Does great. All my components safe. You know, in case the power goes off, they all kick on one at a time. Can move down, and this is the Panasonic LX1000 Laserdisc player. Auto reverse. You know, flip sides by itself. Now this unit was like $1,000 at Lee Hartman's when I bought it, and Video Review picked it as the best Laserdisc player of the year. And I don't play it often, but it still works, just like the day I bought it. Now, this is my DVD H2000 professional DVD player. Bought from Lee Hartman's also around 2001, 2002. Retail for $29.99. I paid like $1,800 for it. Weighs 40 pounds. It's champagne gold. Has 2 remotes. This machine has so many functions. You can actually fine-tune a disc to your liking, of your color, for the red, blue, and green. And it go back a year later, put that disc in, and it will remember and go back and set it to whatever settings you had. It's really sophisticated. It plays DVD audio also, and it's really a good player. I watch my DVDs on here, even though I can watch them on my 9000. I watch them on here when I'm watching DVDs. Now, this is my original power amp. This is a SE A5 MK2. At the time I bought it, I was actually wanting an SE A3 MK2, which was the top of the line. And I ordered it from J&R Music World. People out there will probably remember them. They were in New York. Sold all kinds of components from different brands. But they couldn't get one. They said there was no more available. So I bought this one. And it was $650, and it's also 150 watt per channel. And up to when I got my SER1, I'd been using it all these years, and it still works just like the day I bought it. It's in mint condition, just like the day I bought it. Go down below, and these are all my 3D movies, or some of them I've got on both sides. They're in alphabetical order, and so I keep my 3Ds. Now, before we go on to the under the TV, these are my Technics THX speakers. The red speakers, Technics had a deal going. You could, once you purchased the system, they would give them to you free. You just pick either red, gold, or blue, and I got the red speaker covers. They originally come with gray from the factory. Still sound great, work fantastic. And then my big daddies is down here. These is the SB-M3 honeycomb disc monitor speakers, made from real wood, walnut. They weigh about almost 70 pounds, 68 point whatever pounds. Honeycomb disc, 13-inch honeycomb disc. Have a fantastic sound quality to them. I just recently bought some woofers from a guy that had a couple extra spares for sale, and I had to send them off and have new surrounds put on them. The surrounds were missing, and the guy done a great job that done that for me. They look good. And they sound, like I said, really good. Great, good bass, good everything. Now, over here, of course, we have the famous UB9000. I was one of the first people to buy one of these from Robert. And, you know, it was like, sorry about that, got my finger in the way. And it was like $9.99. And haven't had a bit of problem with it. Great player. And I have another DVD recorder down here in the bottom, which I also bought from a pawn shop. Gave about the same thing, $25-$30. Now we go up here on the last side. Oh, my center channel speaker, which is right above my TV. And I do have it tilted, so if you can't tell, it is tilted down, so it's tilted down to where it's aiming down at me when I'm sitting. And here's another DVD player, which I got from eBay. Just got a good deal on it. Don't hardly ever use it, but it's there if I do need it for some reason. And this is a Technics RSB 965 3-head deck. Bought it from eBay. Got burnt. It worked one day and quit. Had to send it off to Tennessee. Had it worked on. They had to pick the plastic gear in there, and it ended up costing me like $317. So I've got a lot of money tied up in this deck, but there was nicotine all in it. And got that fixed. So now, this is my receiver. Panasonic SABX 500. Last full-size receiver they made around about 2008 or so. 130x7, Dolby True HD, DTS Master Audio. Really sounds great, and I have no plans to upgrade on receiver. Happy with this. I don't have Atmos, but I'm happy with what I have, and I'm going to continue to use this receiver as long as I can because it does match up with my other equipment. And underneath there is my first deck I bought in like '87. It's the RSB 905 3-head, and I reckon it was like $400 and some for it. And made a lot of tapes on this back in the day. I mean, lots of DBX tapes. DBX is awesome. If you don't know what DBX is, search for it. It's really great. It's better than Dolby. And you come down, and SL1200 MK2, bought brand new, like an '87, or $300 and some. And this is probably one of the best turntable of that period you're going to find. It is mint. I even polished the lid, raised the lid up a little bit. I don't know if you can even see it, but the lid is perfect. I mean, there's no scratches on it. It's a mint condition. I don't get played a lot, but I have it there. I won't get rid of that. And then down here we have, didn't make these very long, Panasonic CD burner. Bought this when it came out, so I can make CDs, play on my car and stuff. And bought it from J&R also, J&R Music World. Then down here we have some more movies, and we have my 3D glasses. Of course, on this side we have my other two speakers. Now we come around, and these posters are actually acoustic panels that I had made at a local store called The Warehouse. And there's Jurassic Park, the famous scene, paddock scene. And then I was like Chuck, so I had a Chuck made. And, Mike, I got to throw a shout out to my friend Mike, who helped me put these up and frame them. And Mike's been real good to help me. He's a good friend. He's always there when I need him, and hope he knows he's appreciated. And have some posters around, like I ordered this Wedding Singer, which is one of my favorite comedies. And then, of course, we have my side surround, which is Technics. Like I said, THX. It's all THX system. And by the way, Technics was the first to come out with a full THX system. They did that before anybody else. Somebody mentioned Onkyo, claiming they may have been the first to come out with a receiver, but Technics, I have the proof. I could go get the paperwork and show you if you don't believe me, but they were the first to come out with the Technics system for the home. A Lost World poster, and Underworld, and Godzilla. Love Godzilla. Always loved dinosaurs. And we got my back surrounds, which I said that THX recommends putting them fairly close together. So I did have them spread out a little more. And this is a sign I also had made. I just got it sitting on top of my CD shelf at another place. It used to be in business, but they're not in business anymore. And of course, these are all my store-bought CDs that I've had over the years. And these are CDs I've been burning since about 2015. I got 200 and some CDs I made. I like remixes and extended versions. I'm always started on another shelf over here. As you can see, I've got more. And the other wall, we've got a Fright Night acoustic panel. And there's another side surround. And we got a Back to the Future. And then we got one of the old Jurassic Parks I've had for a long time. And this is a unique poster because it changes its species, but when you move, her face changes. And it's hard to get it to do it on camera, but she changes into the creature. And these are my Technics subs. They actually work. They have a jumper cable that runs from one sub to the other. Sorry about the lighting in here, but it's very dark. This is as bright as I can get the picture, but it has two 8-inch subs in each cabinet with 10-inch passive radiators. You're looking at the passive radiators sitting in front. I took the cover off of the one so you could see it. I know it's kind of hard to see the speaker, but that's what that is. Okay. Now, I told you in last video that I had a Klipsch. Sorry. And this is the Klipsch. It's so dark in here, it's hard to see it. 12-inch sub. I'm going to get another one and place on the other side of the couch because I want to, equal out my base. And these are my laser discs I've had down in this cabinet. I've had these for years. And I have a couple more equipment here from another Technics system, THX control unit and power amp, which I'm thinking about selling. So if anybody out there is interested, hit me up. And we'll see what we can do if anybody would like to buy it because I don't use it. And, if you're interested, let me know. And I'll come around. And my sectional here, of course, I bought at a store called Big Sandy. I think I don't know, 2008, 2009, something like that. And it's held up real well. And that's my sectional. And my last poster is, I have to shut this door so you can see it. This is another panel. Was John Wick. And had that one made. And then, of course, I have my Dinosaur Crossing. And I do have some strobe lights, which are really cool. And in another video, I'll show you that. But I'm going to go into more detail. Like I might pick a piece of equipment and focus on it and give you more in-depth review of it and what it did and where I got it and how I think it performs. But this is just basically my room. And up here I have some Jurassic Park figures. And of course over here I have some more sitting on that top shelf. And put on this shelf I have a couple more. And I have some GIK bass traps on each side of my rack. This rack was built in 1998. And it's $500 and some worth of lumber to build this thing back then. So it's massive and it connects to the ceiling. And I can walk around behind and go in back and get to all my cables and stuff. But I've had to pull everything out. So I really like that. I like how that's set up. And I guess that's about it for now. I'll be back hopefully soon. And until then, I hope everyone out there has a great day. And we'll talk to you later.